This one, honestly, down the stretch was a lot more difficult. I saw Cameron was making a run, and unfortunately didn't finish out the way I thought he would. Fortunate for me, but it was difficult. There were, 13, 14, 15, 16 were not easy holes, and you had to execute shots out there when the wind was swirling all day. Again, once I got to the back nine, I just felt like it was swirling again, just like Thursday and Friday. But I was fortunate enough to hit shots in the right place, miss it in the right place, and make a couple key clutch putts. I would have told them I don't believe it.
14 months.
Yeah, I don't believe it, because there was a lot that had to change in order for me to get here. And I'm fortunate enough to have a great team around me. My coach, Mike Shy, my agent, Brett, the sick putter guys, Greg Harrison, Steve Harrison, and then my caddy, Tim. All of us have put in a combined effort. And then Como's been helping me out too a little bit, Chris Como. So all of them have combined to really help me be the player that I am today. So it's been a lot of work, and I can tell you that it's paying off. Yeah, I mean, look, I actually thought I had a really good shot. It bounced left. The wind picked up and came off the right. Let's just take the second shot, for example, first. The wind picked up and pushed it a little more left than I thought, and it hit in the left. I think it was the first cut or whatever, and just bounced into the rough. But I was fine. I knew anything short of the hazard to the left, I could chip it up and be perfectly fine. I wasn't about to hit a 4-iron off of a downhill, side hill lie with a wind that's sometimes going in and sometimes coming off the right. I had no clue what it was going to do. If it was a consistent wind, I could have gone for it. But then the drive, I mean, I just heeled it a bit, and I was, when I one-handed, it's usually to try and close the face, and so I was able to do that and get that thing back, in the fairway. I mean, it wasn't going to go very far right. It was just more of a protective thing to get that thing back in the fairway. I'll answer the second question first. I thought that 17 was going to do it. I was fortunate enough that 16 did it. And that was kind of the goal that I had in mind today. If I could shoot 5 under, I'd be pretty solid. So I knew it was out there. I saw a couple low numbers. I think Aaron Wise shot a good number 2. But, it's just different when you're in the lead. You got all the pressure and all that. So it was great to be able to shoot 4 under, all things considered. And then the first question, I wanted to experience it. I wanted to be a part of that atmosphere and get comfortable with that. So hopefully, if I do make it this year, that all things considered, I'd be more comfortable when I got there. That was really the reason why I went there. In short layman's terms, yes, absolutely. You can always get better. How much? I would say it depends on what I can do in the restrictions of my biomechanics. Okay, so it's all about air tolerances, and being able to be more sensitive, less sensitive to air, so that when you do feel like you mess up, it's not going to be that big of a mess up. I hope that makes sense.
It does, but on a scale of...
Yeah, it is what it is, and I still got to focus on doing the absolute best I can each and every week. I can't get caught up in the fact that I'm number 1. I can't get caught up in the fact that, I won the past 2 weeks. Everybody starts at even par next week. We're all fresh, and there's going to be a winner on Sunday. And so it could be anybody out of the 70 that are there, and I just got to play better than all of them. Yeah, I did. I did on the back 9, actually. When I got to a 4-shot lead on 11, after 11, I think, I said, all right, this is now kind of like last week, and let's keep the focus, keep executing the right shots and hitting it into the middle of the greens and making great strokes on putts. Hopefully they'll go in. If they don't, just tap it in and just keep moving forward in that way. And that's what I tried to do, and I leaked a little oil on 13, and sure enough, a couple people made birdies like I thought, and I was mentally strong enough to make that 5-footer on 14, which is huge, and then make the birdie on 15. The nice 3-wood out there and a wedge close to kind of give me a little bit of a cushion. And then on 16 there, I was not going for that flag. Just sitting out to the right and 2-putting. That's what I did, and almost made birdie on 17 and 18. I think that, we roll off of each other well. And what I mean by that is, we spur each other on with great shots. And he's got a pretty massive crowd behind him that I actually kind of used to, or tried yesterday to use to my advantage. Where it was kind of pumping me up. When I saw Tiger make birdie, it kind of pumped me up, going, okay, I can do it. I can make birdie, instead of going, oh my gosh, But it was fun to be able to bounce back and forth with him, and I think we could be a great team out there, working hard and getting our job done, and hopefully, like I said a few weeks ago, maybe pushing the pedal to the metal, and I don't really want to say it, but I think maybe we can potentially intimidate a couple people out there. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't think it bothers me at all. Again, I've always been a guy that's been weird and unique relative to everybody else and what they think about me, and I've always just gone about my business trying to do the absolute best I can. Let today's garbage be better than yesterday's. And so I don't view people's criticism as a negative thing. I actually view it as a positive thing, because what people can't understand sometimes is actually a benefit to the person that does understand it. Well, going back to statistics, it would be harder to win 3 in a row, but I've got a couple days to prepare on a golf course that I've never seen before, and by tomorrow afternoon, I'm already back on the course, grinding away and working on a different strategy and trying to figure out how I can best play this golf course, manage myself throughout this golf course. And if I keep executing shots well, I'm going to give myself a chance, just like these past few weeks.